From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie. This local and regional news update is brought to you by Northway Bank. Want a Northway Bank teller to keep in your pocket? There's an app for that. Now available for iPhone and Android. Download yours today. Northway Bank with 17 locations throughout New Hampshire. The people you know, the bank you trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. New Hampshire Governor Maggie Hassan was the keynote speaker last night at graduation ceremonies for the 12th graduating class of Eagle Academy at Kennett High School in North Conway. The Academy is an after-school hours alternative to regular classes at the high school. They earn a high school diploma. More than 150 students have graduated from the program since it started in 2008 in an attempt to reduce the dropout rate at Kennett that authorities say has now been eliminated altogether. This year's graduating class includes 15 students and 5 General Education Development Test recipients. Prior to her remarks to the graduates, the governor said she would talk to them about overcoming obstacles, sticking to their dreams, and the possibilities in their futures.
They've done an incredible job of sticking with school and their goals. And I'll also be talking about how important programs like Eagle Academy are. The fact of the matter is that in 2011 and 2012, there haven't been any dropouts because of programs like Eagle Academy in North Conway and the surrounding communities.
Hassan said she would also encourage the graduates to stay in New Hampshire to establish their careers and become part of what she calls the state's innovation economy.
New Hampshire is such a wonderful place to live and to work. We are known for our high quality of life, and we're known for a robust economy, and we're working every day to make it stronger, to make sure we're attracting innovative businesses to the region. And one of the ways that we're able to attract those businesses is to talk to them about the people we have here in state who are the workforce of tomorrow. And certainly the graduates of Eagle Academy are some of those people that employers are looking to for their skills.
Other speakers at the ceremony included Conway Board of Education Chairperson Janine McLaughlin and Rochelle Cox, Kennett's Director of Alternative Education and Eagle Academy. Here's Cox.
Many of them are going in the military. I have several that are going on to college or trade schools, and then I have a bunch of them that will be going on to enter the workforce. Some of them work there, but they're going up into management skills and giving back to your community. I think it's an excellent return on investment because these kids, I meet them as truancy kids coming into this program. I meet these kids in court, and it gets them off the street. I teach self-esteem, respect, and responsibility that when I graduate them, they can do something.
Prior to her arrival in Conway, Governor Hassan spoke and laid a wreath at the annual New Hampshire State Veterans Cemetery Memorial Day ceremony in Boscawen.
I just want all Granite Staters to remember the sacrifice of those who have fought for us and for their country. They fought to allow the rest of us to live in freedom and in peace. And they fought for something much bigger than themselves, which is this country. I am just heartened to know that some of the graduates from Eagle Academy are enlisting in the military. I wish them Godspeed. I want them to know that the Granite State is behind them and that we are very, very grateful for the sacrifices that they and their families are going to make.
In Maine news, Governor Paul LePage and legislative Democrats disagree on what a letter from federal officials says about expansion of Medicaid under the Affordable Care Act. The letter from the Department of Health and Human Services received last Friday says the department has tentatively determined childless adults would be eligible for a 100% federal funding for 3 years. The 100% match rate doesn't apply to Maine parents already covered in the state budget with a federal match rate of 62%. LePage says the letter leaves unanswered questions about federal funding, and the government would penalize Maine for its previous generosity. Democrats say the letter confirms tens of thousands of Mainers would have health care at no cost to the state for the next 3 years. In sports, the Pittsburgh Pirates website describes pitcher Jeff Locke's performance yesterday as 5 1/3 gritty innings. Locke did not figure into the Bucs' eventual win after former Yankee catcher Russell Martin hit a fastball off the left field wall with the bases loaded in the 11th inning to give the Bucs a 1-0 win over the Detroit Tigers in Pittsburgh. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats got 5 runs in the second inning and went on to win the series finale in Portland last night, beating the Sea Dogs 7-2. David Ortiz and Johnny Gomes both went deep as the Sox routed the Phillies in Philadelphia last night 9-2, and the Bruins are getting ready for the third round of the postseason at the Pittsburgh Penguins' new arena downtown tomorrow night. In the weather today, partly sunny, hot with highs around 90, lower 90s in southern Carroll County, west winds around 10. Partly cloudy tonight, areas of fog after midnight, lows in the upper 50s, and partly sunny Saturday, areas of fog in the morning, highs in the upper 80s. From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Pierre McKenzie.